reading like the subconscious messages.
Okay. All righty then. So what they got? There's 16. I mean, there's 5 people that have their hands up. Again, if you want your
How do you
dream,
pin?
I'll be bringing people
Oh
up on
my
the
bad.
stage. I'll be bringing people up on the stage to speak to you. So don't worry about the people. I'll be introducing their
No, I'm
names.
saying about pinning,
Huh?
like pinning a comment. Like if I wanted to pin my Cash App in the comments.
Oh, go into the comment section, write it out, and then hold on to it, and then you should see a box pop up just like Telegram on your left hand side, or send it or post it there, and I'll go ahead and I'll pin it.
Wait,
Have
this is the wrong one. Hold on. I'll delete that. Hold on.
I'm really excited about this tonight. Waiting for you to post it. Hey, Noni Kai. Was you able to repost it? That's Esoteric Truth?
Yeah, but I posted it. Just posted it.
All right, give me a second. All right. I'm pinning it. Oh, it doesn't even give you the option to pin. Oh, damn. There's no option to pin it. Doesn't it gets you everything else, but it doesn't give you the option to pin it. Okay. So hazard phases. Start with a FAZEZ. Hazard phases. Cash App. All right. All right. So what we're going to do is we're going to bring the first person up on the stage again. Raise your hand if you want to be chosen to speak. All right. All right. We got the Chaos Baby on the line. Okay, Chaos Baby, I'm bringing you up on the stage. Okay. Okay, Chaos Baby, how are you?
I'm good. Can you hear me?
We can hear you fine. Can you hear us?
Yeah, I can hear you. Whenever I talk, it like makes the volume really low. So I don't know if you can hear me.
We can hear you just fine. No problems.
Okay, good.
All right. So,
Um,
hi. So I'm going to give you the opportunity for you to tell esoteric truth about your dream, and then he's going to interpret it for you. So go ahead and tell us.
okay. I don't know like what to call this. If it's a dream, an astral travel, I don't know because it was the very first time it ever happened to me. Um, but I've heard other people say the same thing to me, so it's like it's racking my brain a little bit. But so I had an experience a while back where I basically went to sleep. And when I was going to sleep, I was like, okay, so this man in white, he was a black man and he was wearing all white and he grabbed my hand. And under him, there was like this pentagram. It was like a red pentagram. The whole floor was red, and we were walking through like this black tunnel. And he grabbed my hand, and we were like running. And I was like, "Where are you taking me?" And he was like, "I'm taking you to this ritual." And I was like a baby spiritualist at the time. So I just kind of like let him do his thing. I didn't really question it much. And then when I fell asleep, like fully, when I woke up, I was in this completely white room. I was a baby, but I could not see my body. And I could just hear myself crying. And then like my eyesight came on. Did you say something? I can't hear.
No one said anything.
No, I'm
Oh,
listening.
sorry. Um, and so I was just looking around. I could sense that stuff was supposed to be there, but there was nothing there. I just could feel that I needed something. And so eventually like my eyes closed again because there was no one there. So I just went back to sleep. And then when I woke up, I was in my like bedroom at my mom's house and I was standing over top of my body. And it was a little different because like stuff from my father's house, he lives in a different place, was in my bedroom. And when there was this little baby there, she was sitting in like this little high chair. She looked like literally like a preemie. And when I went over to her, her mouth was open. She had like weed in her mouth and then like her entire body like just died. And then I remember a couple nights later after that, I had another dream where I didn't like leave my body, but my mother was there. And I had some spirit came out to like talk to me. I forget if it was like a cat. It reminded me of my own cat. And my mom, when she opened the door, the like spirit like completely left. But the way her eyes looked like they were just like, she had like this deep stare, and she just wouldn't stop looking like forward out the window, and her eyes just looked like bug eyes. It was very weird, and I could never figure out like why that happened, but I always go back to it because it feels like there was a purpose to me needing to know that. But yeah, that was all.
Interesting. Just 1 second.
In case you guys don't know what he's doing, he's actually taking the information that she has and he's channeling the information.
There's a little bit more information I want to talk to you. So you should DM me after this too. But one of the things I can tell you is that man in the white suit is Obatala, and you are going through a rebirthing. You're going through a rebirthing process.
Obatala
It's
is the
very
Risha of the
crazy
white.
you say that.
Yeah. Yo, you know who Obatala is?
I love Obatala. We
Oh.
like with like the white doves and everything, that's like my family's like whole thing. So I found out about him around that time, but I was having a lot of weird ass like Orisha encounters at that time. So I just thought maybe I was tripping a little bit.
No, you're not. You're not tripping.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you're definitely not tripping. There's a little bit more information I want to give you. It's not on the lot. But you are going through. You're basically going through a rebirthing process, and it's for something. It's something much bigger. That's all I can say.
Okay, thank you. That clarified a lot for me. Thank you so much.
Make sure you DM him when you get a chance. If Sixth Sense, make sure you DM him so you can get the rest of the messages from him. Because some things we're not going to be able to talk. If there's something that's very serious pertaining to your path, we are not going to put that out there to the public. That's for you to know. So make sure you DM him and let him know. Okay.
I will. Thank you both. I appreciate it.
Thank you.
It's an honor. Thank you.
All righty. Oh, we got a bunch of hands up here pulled up. Okay, okay. There's a couple of y'all that hit me. I'm looking for some of y'all. Some of y'all hit me. Um, looking for that other lady. She hit me with some. There she is. See imagination. See imagination. Hi,
Hello.
you're on the stage. How are you, darling?
Good. How about you?
I am doing pretty good. I figured that he would be the best one to talk to about about what you wrote me in the back. So I'm gonna let him talk to you about that, and you and esoteric truth. You go ahead and you break that down. Go ahead, honey.
Okay, thank you. So back in July, on the 28th, I had a dream. I was in a library or a house, but I was surrounded by two women and one male. It was like they were guardians or protectors, but as I was as I was facing them, they were surrounding a book, and they was telling me to look through the book. But as I'm looking through the book starts to turn by itself because it was full of creatures, and I didn't want to turn it, but it was specifically turning it to this one page, and on that one page, it had three women. Uh, let me see. It had three women on it, and I couldn't understand like why the book wanted me to go there. I felt like it wanted me to remember, but I was like, why did it want me to remember? Um, but I could tell like the women were very important. And then like 2 months after, I had another dream, and then that another dream was where I was. Sorry, I'm looking through my dream book again. But I was talking to this man. Uh, I was surrounded by a whole bunch of starseed creatures, and I can remember speaking to the man. He was telling me when the third eye is open, you can see anything. And I remember seeing him in his true form. He had like a whole bunch of eyes on his face. But I didn't. Yeah, but I could remember seeing him in his true form, and then seeing other people in their true form, and I couldn't understand why they were so scared of me when I greeted them because I was so nice. I remember I was being discreet and unknown. I didn't want anyone to know who I was, and I could tell I was in my true form also. And then a couple of months afterwards, I went into a Kundalini awakening, and I dreamed that I was swimming with a sea serpent.
Esoteric truth.
Okay, so for the first dream, that library, that what that library represented was the Akashic records, and the guardians that were there were the guardians of the Akashic records. You are a scroll, a scribe. So they were pointing to the three particular the three women. They were basically pointing out your aspects, the different versions of yourself. And for this, the second one kind of just explains itself because they've seen you. They're like scared of who you truly are, what your true form looks like, and like your who you are. But pretty much, they want you to connect with those three different versions of yourself. And it looks like you're going through training to remembrance training. So you've been in the records studying.
Did you hear him, honey?
Hello?
Yeah. Did you hear what he said?
No. Well, yes, for that part.
Okay.
Did it cut out some part?
No, I remember telling you that I had a dream about being in a portal, but I couldn't remember. It was like a blockage.
Can you say that again? It did glitch out a little bit.
I remember telling you that I had a dream day for yesterday that I went through a portal, but I couldn't remember anything after that because it felt like it was a blockage.
Hmm. Well, you couldn't remember the rest of the day because they wanted that pretty much was the dream to show you that you made it to the gateway. What's behind the gateway is actually playing out now in your life. But you're going through training. That's why you were in the library and they're trying to get you to remember the different versions of yourself. Oh, and the last dream when you were talking about swimming with the serpents, that's because you're also connected to the Naga bloodline.
Can you repeat that?
The Nagas, they're like mermaid serpent like beings. And you're heavily connected to them.
Thank you so much. I
You're
know.
welcome.
Thank you.
All right.
It's glitching out a little bit.
Mm-hmm. I can hear fine. I'm not having any problems hearing either one of y'all. So we are pretty
Okay.
clear to me over here. Make sure you guys' internet is on point. Cloak your auric field, please. Some of you guys have high energy that can also cause interference on the live. And let me do the same. Cloak my auric field. Okay. All right, we want to bring the next person up. My goodness. Okay, Ashley T. .0413. You're now in the air with the dream interpretation with esoteric truth. How are you, beloved?
Hi, I'm good. How are you guys doing?
We're doing pretty good. Do you have a dream that you'd like to share?
Yes, ma'am.
Well, okay, go right on
Um,
ahead.
it was, I want to say maybe 1 or 2 months back. Um, I had a dream where I was attending this, I guess I just knew it was like a school of sorts, but it was more of like it was giving like Harry Potter vibes. Um, and we were sitting, I knew these people, but I had never met them before. And we were sitting at the table and we were eating lunch, and all of a sudden, like, we had came under attack. Um, I guess it was by like a dragon or whatever. And so then everybody was in a panic, and then it kind of like, I guess you would call it like cut to a different scene, I guess. And I was a dragon as well, and I was like defending the school um against this other dragon, but I could like switch between my human form and the dragon form. Um and then it kind of just cut out. The school looked kind of like one of those like medieval castles, so it didn't look like as bougie as Harry Potter, but it was like gray stone, and then like the school was kind of like in front of the castle. I just felt like that was significant. But
Esoteric truth?
Just a second.
All
Just a
right.
second. Wow. All right. So when you're having this dream, you're literally living out your aspect's lifetime, and you're literally switching in between both your aspects. That's literally you literally just lived out a memory.
Oh my God. Wow. Okay.
It's interesting.
Thank you. That's so
I'm a
cool.
mentor. Hold on.
Thank you.
Oh.
It's an honor.
Thank you.
All right, all right. We on a roll. We on a roll. Make sure you donate to Esoteric Truths Cash App. Nonica, could you kindly place it in the chat room, please? All right. Chosen by
And people are starting
design.
to interact with their aspects.
Huh?
I was saying people are starting to interact with their aspects in their
Yeah,
dreams.
I'm seeing that. It's crazy how I was talking about that. I've been talking about that for the past couple years, and now look. Isn't that crazy?
Mm-hmm.
All right, chosen by design. I am bringing you up to the stage.
Hello, can y'all hear me?
Yes, we can.
Okay. I'm Isis.
Hey, honey, how you doing?
Doing good. Yes, I have had several dreams, but the main ones I keep dreaming about, I don't know why, but a body of water constantly. Um, but the other dream, the main one, I keep having a dream also concerning, it's almost like in real time, it's so vivid. It's like I'm in another um town or something. It's different from where I live, and I keep entering into this building to where it's a whole bunch of people in there. It almost look like an office building, but then again it looked like it could be dealing with maybe medical, because the ladies behind the counter are dressed in scrubs, but they keep trying their best to hand me some papers and I won't take them.
Mm.
I don't understand what it is, but I won't take them. For the past 3 nights, this same dream has been coming to me. And also, but in the dream, also my daughter shows up. Well, I had a 7-year-old daughter. She passed away 3 years ago from brain cancer, but she keeps coming in that dream and she keeps being with me when I'm there. And I don't know. I'm standing there and they keep calling my name. It's like I'm outside and they keep calling my name on the intercom. Okay. And I go in and they keep trying to give me these papers and I won't take them. So I'm not understanding what this means. Is it something? I don't know.
Give me just a
I
second.
know, I know, I know. I'm sorry. I know Mama Isis talks about not making what you say, Mama, about not signing contracts in dreams.
That is correct.
Don't you?
That is correct.
Okay, I remember you talked about that.
Mm-hmm.
So
And the fact that your daughter's there, I feel like she's protecting you from doing that. But I'm gonna let Esoteric Truth go in and see what he has to say.
okay.
It'll take him a minute to channel the information. Give him a moment.
Okay, so that hospital, and that office, that facility, basically is trying to contract you out because what you have in you, if they get a hold, if you sign that, basically, if you sign that contract and they
Oh,
get a hold of you, they're
wait,
basically
you're breaking up. I'm sorry. I don't know if it's my end, but you're going in and out.
okay. Can you hear me now?
Yes.
So that facility is trying to contract you out because they see something that's in. They literally see something that's in you that if they get a hold of that, they can literally. I can't fully say what they need you
Wow.
for, but I'm gonna just say they need you for something way. They
Wow.
need you. They really need you. I'm just gonna say that. And if they get a
Wow.
hold of you, and it's like your daughter's like showing up there to make sure you don't go through that.
Wow.
But this also seems like it's a bloodline thing. Like this has been happening in the bloodline for a long time. Being called to whatever this particular facility is, being called to contract with them.
Let me make a suggestion on that. Now that I know that's the case, you need to consider getting an ancestral elevation because what that's going to do
Okay.
is it's going to close out contracts and stuff through the bloodline that previous family members may have made. It's going to clear out that karma in the
Wow.
bloodline and the whole nine. Yeah, so you might want to strongly consider getting the ancestral elevation program. It lasts
Can
about
I
4 to 5 hours, but that'll clear all that stuff out of the bloodline.
Okay, can I say this before I get off to let him know? I know you're telling the truth because before my daughter passed away, it's like every month somebody in my family was passing away. First it was my aunt, then it was my uncle, then a couple of months later it was my daughter, then a year later it was my dad, then my uncle. It was just like back to back. Our family was getting hit. So, wow, wow. Mama Isis, I'll be contacting you on that.
Okay, beloved. We had
Dang.
somebody else that had a curse like that in their bloodline too, and they were also losing a lot of family members, and we had to help them. And I told him, I said, you need
Okay.
that ancestral elevation to clear that stuff out of the line. But I'm glad that you got the
Right.
answers that you were looking for. And if you need more information about that, just DM Esoteric Truth, and he can tell you exactly what it was that they were looking for. If you want to know that information.
Yes, ma'am, I do.
All righty then. Thank you, beloved.
Thank you.
All right, let's hit the cash app for Esoteric Truth, please. Esoteric Truth, let everybody know what the cash app is.
Can y'all hear me? Can you
Yeah,
hear
we can
me?
hear you.
It's Hazard HAZARDFAZEZ. Hazard phases.
And make sure that you type it inside the. Let me see if someone posted it. Someone posted it right there in the chat. We would appreciate it if you guys took the time out to contribute to Esoteric Truth and for his gifts and energy exchange. This is definitely a nice benefit to have and privilege to have someone come in and interpret your dreams to let you know exactly what you need to know. We will be offering this service via the website shoplicensewisdom.com come August. Okay. All right. Jesus. I mean, there's so many people raising their hands for this, Sam. It's crazy. All right. Divine Mystery. Bringing it up on the stage. What's going on?
Hey, how you
Hey.
doing?
Fine. How are you?
I'm all right.
All right. So, do you have a dream that you want to share with Esoteric Truth?
I actually have two.
Okay. Give us the first dream.
Okay, so the first one, right? You ever played Minecraft?
Yeah.
It was like the world looked just like that, and I was on top of a dragon, but it was merged with the real world. Like I saw some people that I knew, they looked exactly how it would look here. Yeah, it just looked like Minecraft all around us though. The second one, now the second one is okay, so imagine the sky, right? I stepped outside. There was a sky. The sky was like huge. Like, I'm talking about like in the distance of a plane, the plane was nothing compared to what I'm about to tell you. I saw huge beings. Like they were huge. They took up the entire sky almost. Like there were a lot of them, or it was just probably just some huge beings next to each other. And they lit up the color red though. Now, for some odd reason in this dream, I started shooting at them. Now, the bullets, it did nothing to them. And all of these beings just started rushing towards me. All of them just started. I guess they were trying to get me for shooting at them. um, yeah, though they were like, what can I reference this to? Like, if a plane were to fly by, like, were to be in the distance and be close to them, you probably would barely see the plane. That's how big these beings were, or that's how much the sky lit up. And part of this dream, it could have been the same dream, or probably a whole another dream. Um, it's like I saw myself in like a third person view, or it was probably just a whole another being. However, they looked like probably a Lyran or an Anunnaki slash Lyran mutant, and they were like fighting off all of these different beings, or they were doing something. They were in battle though. They they were in action, is what I saw. That's it though.
Interesting. Just 1 second.
Okay.
Okay, so for the first one, for the first dream, you literally created that dream just to show yourself that this world is literally like Minecraft. Like the symbolism, like how Minecraft is and how you create everything, how you create the circumstances. Is the dream is literally showing you that the world you're in is exactly like the video game Minecraft. The second dream where you were getting rushed at by those memes, that was actually your fam coming to check on you. And because you were shooting at them, it's like, how you gonna shoot at me? But we family.
What? You mean like
And
Galactica?
exactly how you said, Lyran, Anunnaki, like you described the bloodline. That's exactly what they are.
Wow.
So you're in training too, fam.
What?
You're literally interacting with your bloodlines, your family's coming to check on you. They're literally telling you like, nah, this world is Minecraft. You could ride a dragon, like this world is Minecraft.
Wow. Okay. Hey, thank you for that.
You're welcome, fam.
You are welcome.
Continue embracing.
What did you say, Miss Isis?
I said you are welcome.
Okay. Peace and blessings. Peace and blessings to you both.
Thank you.
Peace. It's an honor.
They said they said this live is getting deep. They're over there tripping. There's so many people that got their hands raised. It's so crazy to me.
The theme of the live I'm seeing is people is literally meeting their bloodlines. They're literally they're literally interacting, and because people bring like the 3D mindset with them, they'll have their family show up on them, and then they'll start attacking their own family. Like, hold on, but we family. Why are you attacking me? I came in to check on you.
Give me a second. I'm trying to bring more people in, but it's stuck. Give me a second. Arius. I don't know why this is coming up like this, because I didn't get a chance to check the name. Give me a second. Yeah, this is weird. I'm gonna go in here. All right. El Gapo. There you go. Let me go and unmute you from the inside. Give me a second. Oh, you're unmuted from my side. So
Hello, can you hear me?
Yep, go ahead.
Ashuk, peace and blessings to you all.
Thank you.
So I
Thank you.
just wanted to talk about a little bit about some dreams that I've had. Just one or two. It really has to do with just seeing a lot of like natural disasters happen. I have a ability to like see a lot of visions and
Esoteric
a lot
truth,
of
mute your
things like
microphone.
tsunamis or hurricanes or earthquakes and things of that nature I see. But the main one that I wanted to share is about the tsunamis because I saw one vision where a big tsunami came in, and when the water hit, it was like I changed and I transformed into like a water dragon with wings, but I was still able to breathe in the water. And they were just confirming to me that I was part dragon. And I just always have different visions like that. And I don't know the reason why I have visions like that, but I know that I do see a lot.
Okay.
And
Just a sec. So for the water, basically like you said, you have ability to see, like, have premonitions. Also, you're starting to literally. This is another one of your aspects that's coming up for you, and so it's like your dream basically explains itself. Like your aspect is coming through. Now, as far as your aspect, that you're connecting with, you are a gnome. You are like a Nomo dragon type. Like you're like a hybrid.
okay, yeah, I always try to figure out like what type of dragon I was, but I always seem to find like water and electricity and air to be the most things that connect to me in that sense.
And those three things right there, the air and the electricity and then the water it just represents your normal dragon aspect. Now the air and electricity those are two other aspects that you're going to tap into eventually. The way things are coming at you now, they're on their way. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if you had a dream tonight.
Yeah, I just keep getting more and more dreams, and I just It's like the energy. I just came off of a 4-day fast, and it was from July 1st to the 5th. And after that, it was like my stomach felt like a black hole, but it gave me the ability to like see things that I haven't been seeing before and ground myself in a easier way. And that helped a lot for sure.
I would recommend you start tapping a little more into water if you're not already, and to continue to build your connection with water.
Most definitely. I know that that's my biggest connection because I've always been in the water like since a kid, and I have another ability to hold my breath underwater for a very long time. Like me and my parents have counted, and then sometimes I could do up to like 5-6 minutes. So I know that's a very big part of me, and I will definitely connect with the water. Thank you.
You're welcome, beloved.
Thank you.
Ah, shut up.
Wow. I'm loving that you guys are having these beautiful experiences. Give me a second. Let me go to the chat. All right. Cameron Jalen, I'm inviting you onto the stage. Okay. Hey, Cameron, how are you?
I'm fine. How are you?
I'm doing pretty good. Do you have a dream you want to share?
Okay, yes, I do.
All right. I'm
Oh,
going to mute out.
okay. So one time I was like walking to my front door, and then like somebody, like I was letting like my aunt into the door, and then like she came to the house, and then like it was like fighting going on like in my front yard or something. And then so like I went to the front yard, and then like um some guy like pulled out a gun or something, like he was like about to shoot at me or something. And then like with my hand, I like threw up like a wall or something, like with my hand, like I threw up a wall or something. And then like like I blocked it or like saved myself or something. And then like it was like water everywhere and stuff. I was like in a whole different place and stuff. Like that was like one of the dreams I wanted to share.
Mm, wow. So when you said there was water everywhere, you were in like a different place?
Yeah, like after I threw my hand up, I was like I created like a different like world or pretty much something. Like I was in a different thing. Like it like blocked, like shielded myself pretty much.
Mm. Okay, so what you did is you dimension hop. What you basically got put into a simulation where you got put into like basically like a dangerous situation, so you can start to begin to unlock your abilities. A lot of us right now are going through these situations where we're being put into like actual conflict, and it's actually in the dream space. So it's giving us that that time to actually remember like we actually have powers. So when you were put into that situation, you actually like to protect yourself, your powers activated, and you ended up in a whole different place. You literally hopped a different dimension to save yourself.
Thank you very much for the insight.
You're welcome. Thank you.
All right. Thank you very much, brother. Appreciate you. Okay. All righty then. We're going to go ahead and keep going. Hold on. All right. Okay, Arius, you're now on the stage.
Hello?
Hello.
Hi, how
Huh?
are you?
I am fine, and yourself?
I'm great.
Do
I'm
you?
so glad to finally speak with you. I know I've shared quite a few dreams with you, Mama Isis.
I thank you. Do you have a dream that you want to share?
I do.
All
So
right, go
I'm
ahead.
going to go with one that I just had maybe about 2, 3 weeks ago, very recent. Okay, so in this dream, what happened was that I seen this male bull, and he was like right up in my face, but he was very calm, very, you know, gentle, and I seen his horns. His horns were gold. Like now, I was telling this dream to my husband, and I described it as biological gold because he's made with this. And the energy I was getting just by looking at those horns was just off the charts. I looked down at my hand on my right palm. He placed one of his horns on my palm, and I looked back up at him, and there's a horn missing. And then not only that, but like around his neck area, shoulder area, he's got like a patch of skin that's missing, you know. And underneath the skin, I'm seeing what would have been like for us with our human vessels, how it would look white underneath the skin. It was gold, like pure gold. Like I can't even describe the color to you. Like it was like this gold has its own aura. Like that's how magnificent this gold was looking. But that's the dream that I had.
Esoteric?
Oh, interesting.
Okay.
Give me a second. That was an interesting one. This is gonna sound a little crazy. This is gonna sound a little crazy. Well, there's two things. There's two things. There's two things. This is gonna sound a little crazy. That person that you were interacting is actually low key. Like the low key that you see in Marvel. Now he don't look exactly like that, of course, but the image of the gold horns, that's low key for one. Two, that horn is going to be used for something later. So it's an artifact. That's all I could really say. It's definitely an artifact. Very big very big destiny. Now you can hit me up in the DM and I can tell you a little more.
Yes. Okay.
about this artifact, a little more about that, and about why is low key. That also like this is you connecting with Asgardians. Yes, they're real. The Asgard, those people are real.
I was going to ask her, is she from Asgard?
She definitely is.
That's what I picked up when I picked up that she was an Asgardian.
Wow. Okay. Um.
You
You
and
know,
Brandy,
this is
girl,
not.
you have no idea. I wish I could tell you some things, but I can't on this call. But I'm gonna let you. I'm gonna go ahead and I know you. I'll put it to you like that.
Sorry, I don't know what's happening, but energy I'm feeling come over me is giving me physical goosebumps and it's making me want to cry. Now, I'm not sad or upset, but it's just so much energy coursing through me right now. I've been having a lot of crazy events happen for me the past few weeks, and I've been just going crazy trying to figure everything out. I've been trying to meditate, mushrooms, and I don't know. I'm just going through a whole lot right now.
You're being prepped. The biggest thing is don't try to figure everything out. Just be. Continue to do your process like meditation and of course your precautions and everything, your protocols that you usually do. But don't try to figure everything out because they're literally not going to tell you. And if you do that, you're literally delaying your timeline because you're trying to control on how that timeline plays out. When that timeline is going to flow in because all these things are a flow. And for you to even have that dream, you had to flow, like you had to let that go. Like you didn't know you were going to have that dream beforehand. And so these events and these things that these synchronicities that you've been experiencing, you're literally being prepped. And the biggest thing is just for you to relax a little more and just be. You're on your path. You're on the path. You're on your path. So you're good.
Like literally right in front of your face.
Thank you. And you said for me to hit you up in your DMs?
Yep.
Okay. Thank you so much. I appreciate you sharing your insight and your energy with me.
You're welcome. It's an honor. Thank you.
Woo! Let's hit the cash app, peoples. Let's bless esoteric truth because he's up there breaking down folks' destinies. He's tapping into folks' destinies tonight. Y'all over here having destiny dreams and didn't even know that's what you have, and you're finally getting that clarity. So I'm asking you to please
Yeah, a lot of
support this
people
brother.
see ancient artifacts.
I'm asking you to please support this brother. Okay. Let's see. We're going to bring in Nonikai. Nonikai, you're now entering the stage. You know who this is, Esoteric Truth. You know who this is, don't you, Esoteric?
Yeah. It's
Yeah. Okay,
I can
Nonikai,
barely
what's
hear.
going on, baby?
Hi. Can you
Hi.
guys hear me? It's very low.
Yes. Yes.
Okay. First of all, this is amazing. I really truly appreciate it. Um, I'm gonna keep this really brief. This was a few months back. Had a dream. All I remember is walking up to a bar. No one was in it. There was a bartender. Um, and she wouldn't speak to me in English. It was this language. I don't know if it was light language or not, but it had symbols. And she said that I was able to read it. So when I looked at it, it was unfamiliar to me. I didn't know what it said. When I looked to the right, there was a man who looked like he was a native man, like Native American, but he was in a suit. He was sitting on a bench, and he had asked me to like take some medicine like herbal medicine, like mushrooms or some type of stuff. I believe I said no. But then very shortly after, I found myself on a beach, which was right outside of this bar. Um, and I was kind of being chased off by a few people. And I felt like they were gonna do harm to me. So I felt like I was like running for my life. Um, and then I woke up. So I don't really know what that meant. Um, so yeah, I'll keep it at just that dream.
Well, there's two parts to that dream. One, just one thing. You're being watched, and you're definitely being watched. They're definitely looking for you. And two, the symbols, like them not speaking in English, and you're literally going through the process of starting learning other languages that basically just transcend the English language and just makes any other language that we actually have. And it's more like a symbol language. It's more telepathic. But it's a
That
little, it's like a little, like it's a little bit with words, but it's more symbolism.
mm, well, I appreciate you. Thank you so
You
much.
want sis?
Yes, I appreciate you. I'm gonna hit you up in the back channel too.
All right.
Gratitude, Mama Isis.
No problem. Sorry, I said no problem, and my phone, my thing was muted. Sorry about that. Okay, we're gonna bring on what is your name? Agaji Devo. Agaji Devo. I'm gonna bring you onto the stage. There you go.
Hey, can you guys hear me?
We sure can. How are you?
Hey, how's it going? Greetings, peace and blessings. Well, blessings to all and many. Um, I want to go to and share this one dream that I had. I want to say about a couple weeks ago, about 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago. Um, it's strange because the young lady that was just up here, not recently, but I guess like when she was speaking about how someone came into her dream and approached her with a contract. So mine's is a little fair like hers, but it was much as in a different aspect. So apparently I was in a dream and I had also my sister with me, and my sister is alive, of course, and my sister also is in the family chat as well. I don't know if she's here right now, but it was just me and her, and this lady, this white pale lady with blonde long hair approached to me and said, "Hey, um, 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 I'm sorry." She said, "Hey, I have a paper for you." And I looked at her with a strange look, like paper. And then she said, "Here, I want you to take a look at this paper and read it." So I said, "No, ma'am, thank you." And my sister is sitting beside me as well. So I'm looking at her and she's looking at me and I'm looking at the lady, and it was just strange because I've never seen this person a day in my life. Never even had anyone come into my dream recently and ask me these type of questions. And so when she asked me to could I sign the contract, she said, "Could you sign the contract?" I said, "No, ma'am, I will not." And she said, "I want to show you something." After she said that, after she said she wanted to show me something, she said, "I want to take you to this facility." But what popped up in my conscious when she said facility, it said a cloning facility. I
Mm-hmm.
instantly gravitated, so like this energy just completely said no. And soon as my mind and my conscience said no, I told my sister to run. And I told my sister to run. I told her to run as fast as she can. And we both running in our dream. And for some odd reason, these shadows, dark shadows, are literally like chasing us, like chasing behind us as we like try to escape from her. But she's not chasing us. She sent these dark shadows to us to grab us. But as we got far in the distance, I told my sister to split up, and as we split up, one shadow chased me and the other shadow chased me. But as far as I know, I believe that we both got away. But it was just so mysterious how the lady came on and said that about her dream, and I also had the same thing. So I'm just very much interested.
Okay, so you are just one thing. You are correct about them coming to basically clone you. Basically, there's a bunch of right now what's going on. There's scouts going around and recruiting people because there's people that it's inevitable that their DNA is going to awaken in such a way they can't be controlled by their normal systems anymore. So what they're doing to remedy that is contracting people out so they work for them. So it's like it don't matter if you're active, you work for them and you're binded. So you were scouted, you and your sister were scouted. She was going to ask your sister to basically do the same thing. And they basically wanted to have you in a facility, clone you, drain you, and basically control you.
Mm.
And
Wow.
you have divisions of Men in Black, Brotherhood, Dark Brotherhoods. So some of the shadow divisions really looking at you in the astrals and in the physical. I want you to make sure that you're aware of also who's all around you too. And make sure that whoever you do let around you, they don't got shit on them, because there is a lot of monitor spirits around that like to monitor.
Mm. Wow. Wow.
Right now they're looking for a weak point in your for a weak point in your defenses so they can infiltrate. And the best way they do this is they go through the family that are not aware, or the ones who are just coming online, like your friends, family, who are just now coming online, like people you're around that are just kind of learning or not even on that shit at all. They do it that way.
Wow.
So just make sure you protect your energy. You're cloaking yourself. You're doing your spiritual baths. You're taking care of your spiritual health. Because spiritual hygiene is a must now. There's no. I used to be on some, oh, that don't really matter. Nah, I got my ass whooped so many times. I'm telling you that is a must. I used to be one of those people that said that don't really fully. Nah, that fully matters. It don't matter how OP you are.
Absolutely. I can feel the energy. Like I can literally feel it's so crazy. Like I'm so empathic to the point where I feel
God is close.
and know when there's negative energy because they tried to manipulate my mind. They tried to
Let's
get
put
me
a
to
dome over a protection dome over this whole
to
audience that's looking
participate
out for us right
into
now.
negative things. And I
Put a
sense that and I
protection
know it and I
rainbow
believe
dome
that
around that,
my conscience is
rainbow
very
dome.
strong. And it's
Mm-hmm.
like it's been a tough battle.
Okay, to
I've been
scramble all
drained a lot
communications.
completely. I've been having a
Let's
lot of
cloak
vivid
everybody from
dreams.
from the
There's been times
inside
where
the
I
room.
see
Let's
shadows
let's
out of my
shield everyone from their
peripherals
enemies,
of
seen and seen, known and
like
unknown.
dark shadows, but I'm not really seeing it because it's so gloomy around me. It's like I can just feel a lot of negative energy towards me or around me.
Now,
You know what I'm gonna have to do for him.
yeah,
I gotta
just
pull
because.
that thing out of his body.
Well, yeah, that too. But as like a real quick technique that you can do once you get off here, or even now, you can do it now, is to ward off all of those energies or anything out the house. You can create a pulse. You can create a pulse, and how you're going to do that is you're going to visualize all your energy building up all to your palms, and when you clap, it's gonna be like a pulse, like how Hulk did it. Exactly the same thing, but you're gonna want to build up your energy. When you do that pulse, this is to clear out. You want to supposed to be in this house. All negative energies, all negative entities, all monitoring spirits. And you could do that pulse. Now, once you do that, start setting up more protections around your house or wherever you're staying at.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Make sure you send me a DM, fam, because there's something else that has to be done. And I
Yeah.
can't speak on it in this call. I did put some protection over all of you. If you're feeling something that came over you, that's me. Got to put protection over all of you just now because I'm realizing there's people that are coming on this live that are being watched and tracked. And so that has to be, those precautions have to be put in place. So if you did sense something coming over you, that was me. All right. Agaji, thank you so much.
Peace, gratitude. Thank you, Mother Isis. Thank you, Esoteric Truths. You guys helped me so much. And I will do exactly what you told me. And also, Mother Isis, I will DM you.
All right. Peace.
All right, peace.
God damn, dude. This ain't no regular dream interpretation, fam. My goodness. Listen, y'all. This goes to show y'all how much of the work is now coming to light. I've been telling y'all about this for so long, so I'm amazed to hear that you guys from the Telegram that's now over here at this Discord. I'm amazed to hear all the various different things that are going on with you, but the level of awakening that I see you guys going through. A lot of you guys know this shit is real, and now you're being just being confirmed because you're getting. I hope you guys understand you are entirely in a different reality right now. You guys need to understand how lucky you are to have someone to be able to tell you about the stuff that you're actually dealing with right now. Because this is the stuff I talked about. How many years I've been talking about this with y'all? And for those of you that are new to me, go back to my previous lives. Go to YouTube. Go to my Telegram channel. Pull up the audios. Listen. Go to my Instagram. Look at all my videos on the Instagram, the ones they didn't delete, and listen. You guys are in a whole different reality and a whole different awakening. And yeah, this shit's out of the movies. Well, now it's looking like we're catching up to the movies. Remember, we used to think that the movies was like foreign to us. What I'm trying to get you guys to understand is this is where they get their films from. This is where they get their ideas from. Okay? This is how they're able to make their movies. By people that are tapped in, that talk about these things that are happening to them and the experiences that they're really happening in real time. This is how they're able to do this. So now I want you to see the correlation between yourself because you guys have always been the superheroes. They knew this when when Marvel came about, they knew this. When DC Comics came out, they knew this. Stan Lee Ben knew this. So accept who you are and get ready for the ride. It's going to be a ride now. And I didn't say it was going to be all flowers and petals and shit either. It's real out here. All right? All right, let me pull y'all up. Crystal the Goddess. Crystal the Goddess. Hey, hey, hey. Okay, you just got to simply, let me check your page and make sure.
Oh, I see it now.
Okay,
Can you hear me?
Yeah, how you doing, sis?
I'm fine. I'm fine. Entertaining a toddler who's up pretty late. Well, not toddler, but my 5-year-old, and listening to this amazing ass live. Excuse my language.
This is very amazing. My goodness. It just keeps getting better and better. Jeez. So,
It is, Mama.
so tell us about your dream. I know you got one to share.
It's not for little kids' ears, so I just had to excuse my baby from the bathroom. Um, but this dream, and it may have sounded like it may have felt like a contract and what we've been talking about recently with a couple of other people's dreams. But really quickly, I had a dream, and it was this when I got into this realm, and usually I travel to realms that I know where I'm about to go through some BS, or I'm about to go through a panic attack, I'm about to go through something crazy, but I've never been to this specific dimension before, and I didn't know I was traveling until the end. But I went there, and immediately everyone was scattering. They were scared of this one man, and I'm like, what the hell is going on? I felt real youth like, so I definitely felt younger than what I am. But I just ran with them, like, okay, we're running from this person. Let's see what it's about. And I immediately felt like I was back in my youthful years and really sassy with it. And I'm like, yeah, right. In the dream, I'm literally like, yeah, right. And, whatever, this guy, whoever he is, he ain't going to control me. So we go to this meeting. It was like in an apartment living room, and everyone is scared, and they're all just sitting there like soldiers. Mind you, I'm a veteran, so I guess that's where it was related to. But they're all sitting at attention, and he's telling us these things, and I don't know exactly what he was saying, but I disagree with everything. I was like, oh no, hell no, I'm not doing that. And every time I disagree with something I say about a good 3 times, that's when everyone looked at me like, girl, shut the hell up. You're going to get us killed. You're going to get us in trouble. And this man's energy, mind you, he looked like Brother Farrakhan. I'm not even going to lie, looked just like him. But he came up to me and he grabbed my neck, and things went to a very strong sexual nature. Um, and honestly, that's where I'm kind of lacking in that area. And I remember you stating on one of your lives, back when we were back on Telegram, I believe, where you were indicating these contracts that these disagreeable or demons, disagreeable spirits try to make with us. And they will use exactly what you want at the time as something you strongly desire to try to have this contract signed with you. So it went from the scene from him choking me out to us having intercourse. And in the dream, it honestly, I just have to share it felt awesome. But I felt like I was losing control. And by the time I came back to what was really happening, almost like I woke up in the dream, I was climaxing, but before I gave myself completely away to have a complete orgasm, I immediately jumped off of him. He choked me again and was like, this is what I need you to be for me. And I was like, oh, hell no, no, it's not. And I just was running and running. And when I ran, I woke up. So I did sit out in the sun for a couple of times and meditated on that. And I wrote it down, and I wrote my intentions on trying to get that washed away from me, and did some simple things. I burnt what I wrote down, and I commanded what I wanted. My fencing sword, that's my weapon of choice, according to what you taught us a long time ago. But I used my fencing sword to kind of knock that away, burn that out. And immediately after, I felt relief. And I said, I'm not going to talk about this again unless it's in front of some powerful ass people. And hello, Esoteric Truth and Mama, the two best people to share such dream with. But I wanted to share it as well because the feeling was so strong that I woke up like horny. I woke up fiending for that specific energy again, and I was like, oh hell no, we're not about to do this. And that's when I went out to sunbathe, sit with myself, listen to myself, and definitely decided to write it down and burn it away. But I just wanted to get your interpretation because I feel like what I said about Mr. Guapo, I kind of already knew they was using that specific desire or something that I really wanted to try to get me to sign into some type of crazy ass contract that I was like, yeah, no, we're not about to have this. And I'm getting hot just even talking about it.
Okay, so this is one of your aspects, and this particular being is basically like he's the leader of y'all. This race was a captured race, and now this is a slave race. So basically, he's the leader of that slave race, and he has all the power, and he harvests all the women's energy that are there. And so you're not okay, let me just get this out of the way. He's like how do I say this? Like, he's like an incubus, but he's also a god. So he's like an incubus god. And basically what he does is he goes to various planets and various star systems, and if he conquers that planet, he basically has the conquered people of that planet as slaves, and then the women as, for his bidding. And you were the only one that was rebelling against that. So when you wake up, actually, like, you actually felt you were actually living that, and you were actually, that wasn't just no dream that you created. No, you were actually living that.
I believe it. Because my physical body had every remnants of it, from the body odor to the body secretions, everything. It was super weird. And I just had to, like, honestly, it only happened last week. And about 2 days ago is when I kind of assisted myself with clearing it off myself. I recharged all of my my weapons. You and Mama kind of told us to do, and yeah. So thank you for that. Thank you.
Also, one thing, my bad. I was just gonna say that this version of yourself is rogue right now.
That sounds like she's gonna need some help.
Yeah.
DM me, sis.
Roger. I mean, okay. Yes, ma'am.
All
Got
right.
it. Thank you.
You're
Thank you so
welcome,
much.
beloved.
One last thing. Another reason why he was so powerful by himself is because that sexual energy that he was draining from all the women, he was using that to empower himself. That's how he was able to basically rule over these people when they couldn't say anything, because he was all powerful. But the one thing that disrupted his own power is when you rebelled and you just didn't give him that energy. It's like he needs that energy for that power to be active. So because everyone believed that, and to a degree he is that, but it's also because everyone also believed it to be, which even gave him even more power.
And here I am thinking I was the trickster, just playing games in my dream, but I really felt like, hell no, we're not about to do this. And okay, got it. Thank you so much.
All right, beloved. All right. Let me pull up there. Neo Cosmos LLC.
Hey, greetings, everyone. Greetings.
Greetings, bro. Greetings. What's popping?
It's been a lot. It's been a lot. I've been tried, but my ancestors has been showing up lately. So that leads into the dream I wanted to share, because I literally had this dream this afternoon.
Wow.
Okay. So I'm trying not to cry. Because okay. So prior to having this dream, I just, all of a sudden after eating, I just felt an overwhelming feeling to just nap. So I did. I didn't fight against it or anything. So in this dream took place at night. It took place at a neighborhood in which I grew up in Brooklyn, New York. But obviously, in this dream, I'm in my current state. I'm not a child or anything. So I'm in my current state. I remember in the dream, my grandma came out of nowhere. And we had some dialogue. I don't remember, the details of what we were speaking about. She mentioned to me about something that she had to, she had to go soon. She had to go. So instantaneously, I realized I had on like a navy blue blazer and everything else black. So I had like a black collar button down, but I remember having the collar open, black shoes, black slacks. Mind you, during this dream, everything was in first person. So I was seeing everything. I saw my grandma and everything else as I am right now in this reality. I remember her saying that, hey, I have to give you something. But in return, I remembered my fedora. And in this reality, during my transition over to Mexico, there was a lot of items I was not able to bring with me, and the fedora was one of them. And ironically enough, that fedora I got in Mexico, but I couldn't bring it back down. So I remember leaving her apartment, and my blazer was instead of it being navy blue, it turned black. So after the dream, I realized what that kind of meant. And I don't want to say it on live because it speaks on, who I am. So I'm walking towards the train station for whatever reason. I'm walking towards the train station, I guess, to go back home. And I remember like there was a group of like teenagers, or they must have been in their early 20s. They were all Melanites. And I remember them, they were like just looking at me like, and it was just trying to giving me my props, like, I guess because I look nice or whatever. And I remember they were trying to have a conversation with me, but I was kind of tripping. I was like, okay, well, maybe I had to get my hat back because I don't feel right without my hat. But she gave me something in return, but I was so busy trying to get whatever that she took from me back because I didn't feel right. My swag didn't feel right. So I remember getting off the train. Mind you, it was just one stop. Remember getting off the train, trying to come back to my grandma's house. On my way coming back to my grandma's house, I seen like, instead of it being cars driving, it was like objects, like it was like objects or whatever that was taking place of the cars. Like I was in a different time. And I remember them like driving past me. I remember the colors being like, some of them were yellow, some of them like a neon blue. It was kind of like, it kind of reminded me like I can't describe it. It's like some kind of robotic. It's like some kind of robotic cars, but it didn't have wheels. And I remember crossing the street, getting to my grandma's house. Of course, my grandma's not there because she did say she had to go. And then I was like, okay, I guess I'll go back. Go back home. But I just didn't feel like, okay, she gave me something in return, but I'm like, okay, I wanted my hat. Then on my way back to the train, I woke up, and then I started to get certain hits after that, and what that drum meant. But I'm just willing to, have an open ears and heart of what you feel that the dream is actually telling me.
Just a second. Okay, so that fedora represents your crown and also represents your old self. When your grandma also represents your ancestors coming through to
Mhm.
give you a gift.
Mhm.
Now that fedora that they took and was like, nah, you don't need this no more, but you don't feel right. That represents your old self, and they're giving you a new gift.
Right.
So these items that you receive, and like how you said, it's a representation of who you are.
Mhm.
They're literally giving you your gifts, they're basically passing down gifts through your genetics. So if not already, because your hearing ability is already on, but some more abilities for you is going to
Mhm.
come online.
Yeah, my hearing ability's been on for the past year and change now, but it's intensified even more during the shadow work and everything else.
Right now you're going through a metamorphosis, and the first stage is with your ancestors.
Mm-hmm. Ashe.
Well,
But yeah, fam, you're on your way.
All right, gratitude. Yeah, because I'm telling you, it's been some crazy shit happening, but I definitely have been receiving, messages here and there, and monetary blessings here and there. And they might not be that large, but it was something enough for me to notice, and my fiance that noticed too. So I definitely know that they're definitely doing their work, and at the same time letting them know, hey, I'm trying to do my part too. I'm not over here just sitting on my hands either. So,
They know you are putting in the work. This is why you're receiving these things, because it's being entrusted to you
mhm.
specifically.
I say gratitude.
well,
Thank you.
thank you for coming on the stage.
All right, no problem.
Bye bye.
Take care, y'all.
Yep. Sheesh.
Peace. Yeah, you were really starting to get parts of themselves. And that's very cool how things are coming together for people. Everyone's going through their own experiences.
Mm-hmm. Diamond Nicole, you are now the next person that's entering the stage. See if you can push the talk. There you go.
Hi.
Hey,
I think I have to charge my phone so I can hear better. Okay, can you hear me?
we can hear you fine.
I'm pretty low. But
Yeah.
I'll go ahead and tell you my dream. So I had this dream some time ago, a couple months ago, and I was being chased, like literally running from my life. And I noticed as I was running, like I guess the background kept changing, like as if I was running through like different dimensions or something. And the beings that were chasing me, it was like maybe three beings, and they like kept shifting, like their face kept changing into something different, but it was like alien, like creature, like of course. And I just kept running and running, and I remember being like so terrified. And I ran into this bar, and it was like a little small bar, like a couple tables, and then like the little bar with the bartender behind. And it was just a single lady by herself. And I remember her doing like, when you're ending the night and you're like counting up the monies, like for the night, I guess, with the register and stuff, she was counting the money in the register. And I ran in, I was terrified, and I ran behind the bartender register, like the bartender bar area, and I like kind of hid behind her, and I said, "Hey, please hide me. Don't let anyone know I'm here." And she kind of like gave me a nod, like, "Okay." And they ran in behind me, and they didn't see me, but they saw her. And the moment that they saw her, it's like they changed her into something like them, and she turned around and started shape shifting and pulled out some like needle, and it had some green goo in there, and she kneeled over me and like shot me with the needle. And then right before that, I just woke up. Like before I could see what happened after I got hit with the goo, I just woke up.
Now, did you wake up before they actually hit you with the goo, or you got hit with the goo when you woke up?
It was like right like the second right before they could touch me with it, I woke up. Like I was about to get hit with it and then I woke up out of nowhere. Like I guess saving myself from that.
Okay, so you're literally dealing with the situation that came out on the movie of Marvel Secret Invasion. But
What movie did you say?
Marvel Secret Invasion, how you
Okay.
have these shapeshifters. But basically, you have these divisions after you, and that green goo,
Yes.
because your DNA is active. They're trying to forcefully mutate your DNA so you can be. They want to contract you out. You're being scouted as well,
Okay.
and so
Makes sense.
they can't get you because you have like you can timeline hop and you can like how you said you were running through different rooms like it was
Yes.
yes, you were doing that. You can do that.
Awesome.
Next time,
Keep you need to make sure your cloak game is up, beloved. It's like something serious. And you can program your
that
cloak any
that
way that you need to.
that and next time they chase you, confront them. Because as soon as you confront them, all that energy that they had to chase you is gone because they operate off the energy of fear. The more fear they show, the stronger they become. When you show no fear to them and you confront them, they can't even touch you. Even the needle, whatever they have, it wouldn't be able to affect you because of the frequency you're operating on.
Right.
So that is another test for you too.
Okay. Thank you so much.
You are welcome.
You're welcome.
Give me a second.
Peace and blessings.
Peace. Okay. Melanated J. What's going on, family? What's going on? Let me check your thing. You're unmuted. Just push the button to talk. Melanated J?
Can y'all hear me?
Okay, yeah.
Let me know if y'all can hear me.
We can hear you.
Yep.
We can hear you.
Oh, you all right, bet. Say less, say less. All right, peace, 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 peace. My name is Jay. I had like two dreams. First and foremost, I'm grateful for this opportunity because I've been praying for this opportunity since I was a kid. Because I've been having dreams for a long time in terms of lucid dreaming. You know, people like fighting me, fighting aliens. I'm meeting like Enlil and Inky. I'm doing a lot of weird shit. And as I grew, I'm like, damn, like the more knowledge you intake, the more you put things together like a puzzle piece, right? And this right here is another puzzle piece for all of us. You know what I'm saying? Just like give thanks and as well as use this opportunity to put those pieces together for you to literally understand who you are even much further. Um, I had like two dreams. Like this is I lied, but this one for real. It's a dream that it was me and a lot of people, but it's like I don't know them, but we were given an assignment. We were given an assignment to go into a tomb. So we walked into a tomb. And the tomb was, when I tell you it was so ancient and so beautiful, that tomb was so, bro, like no one can imitate how beautiful that tomb was. It was so beautiful. It had hieroglyphics that I was trying to understand, but I couldn't understand it because it was just so complex, but it looked so good. So I walked in and it was, in the middle was a upside down pyramid. And that upside down pyramid, it wasn't activated, but it was floating. And our mission was just to activate it. And on the other side of the tomb, there were reptilians, right? But the reptilians, there was like reptilians and there was a Draco reptilian. And the Draco reptilian was a woman. and they were trying to kill us. So what we were trying to do was we were looking around to see what can we do to activate the pyramid from the middle. So we looked around, and then there was a puzzle. It was another room, but in order for you to go to the other room, you have to use your mind, right? Like, in order for me to enter that other room to do that puzzle to unlock that pyramid in the middle, I had to use my mind. So I used my mind. Literally, it came from the third person, the first person to the room, and I had to do a little puzzle. But I was versing another reptilian, and it looked like it knew what to do too as well, trying to get us. So I had to. It was either like, if I don't pass that test, we all die. So I went in, I don't know what the fuck I was doing, but I did my shit, right? And I came back to my body. I was in my mind, but then I came back to my body. And then every hieroglyphic like text literally glowed. Everything glowed, and it literally flew to the pyramid. And then the pyramid started glowing, and then the pyramid started spinning like upside down, and it started doing a whoosh sound, like it was like going crazy, going fast. And then that's when the reptilians that was trying to kill us came in, bust through the door, but they didn't. They were too late. And the Draco reptilian was like, "No, no, now we're done. We're done. We're over. It's over. They're finally gonna stop it. They're finally gonna stop us. I'm gonna kill you. We were trying to kill you for so long. Now you got so powerful. We're gonna kill you." So the Draco reptilian literally like came up to me. But it's weird because in my dreams it feels like I have like, it's like, I swear I'd be scared, but I don't. Like, my body, like my mind feel like I'm scared, but my body's like, "Hey, don't be a bitch, bro. Like, let's get it." You know what I'm saying? So when it came and tried to slash me, I literally dodged backwards like it was the Matrix, like real shit, like real shit. And they scratched me on my face, and when I woke up, I had to scratch in my face, right? And once everything was completed, I woke up from the dream, and I went, and then I took another nap. Right? I took another nap. I had a dream of a iridescent dragon. When I tell you, it was huge, it was a huge, beautiful dragon. But I was scared as hell because I was like, "What?" I never had a dream about that before. And two, that dragon looked like it was about to eat me. So I subconsciously just ran away from the dragon. Like, I just kept running away, not looking back. Cause nigga, I ain't trying to get eaten by no damn dragon. In my dream, I'm too real. I'm a real nigga to get eaten by a damn dragon, right? I kept running and running and running and running and running. I ran into my old house. I literally ran, and outside it was just waiting on me, like, "Bro, is this nigga for real? Is this nigga for real?" Like, it wasn't trying to eat me. Like, I realized at the end of the dream that it wasn't trying to eat me. It was just trying to like look at me like I was its son. So I just kept running and running. And then I realized it was outside because I looked out the window and the big ass eyes was looking at me. I'm like, "Bro, what the heck?" So I ran again, and I ran to a void. Like, I was just running. I didn't care where I was going. I just didn't want to get eaten. And then at the end of the dream, it met up with me because I'm assuming that it was faster than me. It was just watching me, and it looked at me, and it said in my my head, it was like, "I'm you." I'm like, "What the hell you mean I'm you?" And then I woke up. I'm like, "What?" I was like, "Bruh." So in my head, I'm like, "All right, so is that an aspect of me? Or is it like, a serpentine, a Naga family?" Like, damn. And then I just got back going to the pyramid. I'm like, "Bro, I just had a pyramid, and I just met a dragon the same night." I was like, okay, so let me save this dream. Let me jot this down. First, let me catch my breath first. Because when I tell you I was huffing and puffing, I was like, "This shit happened? This shit happened for real?" Like, I couldn't tell nobody because my dream's already crazy. It's like, no one's going to believe me, bro. Like, no one's going to believe me talking about a dream and then a pyramid. Like, so I kept it to myself thinking like, okay, all right, one day soon, it's going to make sense to somebody. One day soon, it's going to be interpreted. Like, just be patient, because I'm all about patience. You know what I'm saying? And, I seen the title, it said dream interpretation. I'm like, "Oh, what the heck?" Went to my dream journal. I was like, "You know what? Let's get to it." So, esoteric, first and foremost, I appreciate love you. You feel me? I appreciate love you, Isis. And shout out to Azu as well too. Appreciate you too as well. But like, esoteric, like, with everything that I'm saying, like with love and energy, like, let me know what's your take and everything that I'm saying.
Well, let me start off with the crystal. The crystal. It was funny that you said yourself said I'm you, because I was gonna say that's you. As far as the iridescent, this is a crystal dragon. You're a crystal dragon.
Yeah.
Yes, you were. You're a crystal dragon. Now for the pyramid. Now for the pyramid one.
Is he Arvin?
there's some other details I want to kind of like. You gonna have to DM me. What I want to talk about.
True.
But as far as that, how can I say this? You activated something that kept barriers between certain gateways. That those particular draconians, those reptilians, they've been guarding that, and if that thing that you activated, and only you could activate because you had the particular key codes for this, would open up a gateway that they don't want open. And we'll discuss more about that. But you literally also, that pyramid is a generator.
Oh wow.
And there's some more details concerning, because you, like, one of your roles is an activator, because you have key codes to activate certain generators. So this is nothing new for you. And you were put in that type of situation. And even though they took a risk, your councils, everything, they took a risk doing that. But they took the risk knowing that you would complete it because of how you operate. Like, when you're put into situations like that, you have this ability where it's like, you know how you said, don't be a bitch, perform, like you perform. You clutch, like, you know how you clutch out the win, like literally.
Yeah, like Fortnite when you try to get that W. Yeah, that's how I am in real life. Damn. Like, damn. I'm just shocked. I'm just like, damn. Like, y'all don't understand. Like, damn. That's all I can say. Like, damn. Like, sheesh. I'm gonna give me some water, son. Like, I gotta give me like 2 seconds. Like, damn.
Hey. Oh, okay. I'm right here.
Because of these gateways opening, we would have access. Regular humans, or just regular people, just would have access to certain energies that they would not want accessible at this time, because they do want people to access those energies, but it's only in their terms, so they can make a form that we go into to activate that energy. So basically, it's like these gateways hold back a particular energy, and if those gateways are active, we have access to that energy, and if we have access to that energy, that limits how they can control us, because they still don't know how. You get me? They still don't know how the energy fully works.
It's because we're the originator of the key codes, but they're trying to copy and paste, but you can't copy and paste the original.
Yeah.
That's why they like to use the art of confusion and using everything that they have, so they make sure that you don't tap into your full potential. They know that you're smart, but you're not aware. Once you're aware, they can't do anything. That's why it's important for us to be aware at all times. Gotcha. Damn, that shit just clicked. God damn. That's why shadow work is important. That's why learning your emotional intelligence discernment is important. It's not because it's just a word or a phrase. It's because it's a superpower. So remember who the fuck you are. God, I got it. Damn.
You got it.
Yeah, most definitely. Go ahead. My fault.
Yeah,
Go ahead.
DM me. You just DM me, and we're gonna talk more about it, because you did something that just changed this whole. It just changed around. You did something.
Yeah, cause y'all need to understand, cause like the way that she was mad, the Draco reptilian, I know the difference. Like, she had the wings and everything. You can tell the little soldier one.
That was the evolved one.
Yeah, so it was like,
that was like one of
when
the
she
most
was mad.
ones.
Exactly, like she was. When I tell you she was mad, bro. Like, she looked like somebody ruined her whole dynasty type mad. Like I was smiling the whole time, like with the bloody face. I was smiling the whole time because we got everything. We completed the mission. I knew we completed the mission, because when I woke up, I was happy as fuck. But then I started bleeding in my face. Like the scratch, like I swear to God, there was the scratch, the same scratch I had in my dream. I woke up with the same scratch in my face. It was bleeding fresh blood. I cannot make that up, bro. I cannot make that up.
Fam. Yeah, you're on mission.
Literally.
Mm.
You're on mission big time. And there's many more coming up.
Mm.
Much more bigger than even that was a big mission, but there's many more coming up for you.
Mm.
Just
I see
continue to do
why.
what you do.
Damn. I see why I be getting attacked every single day. Damn. So all right. All right.
Yeah, because you one of the ones. I'm just gonna say that. You one of the ones.
Mm. I appreciate love you for real, like you just gave me triple confirmation, like even confirmation I didn't think I need, to be honest. So I'm grateful, super grateful. I could cry, but I ain't got no water inside my body right now. I'm gonna go give me some water because I'm shook right now. Like you shook all the water inside my system. Now I gotta replenish. Fuck. God
Well, thank you,
damn.
baby. I'll speak soon.
Appreciate you. We'll
Thank
speak
you.
soon. Peace.
All right.
Wow.
I ain't gonna tell you what I'm thinking on this live, but we gonna talk. All right. I'm gonna take one more. Um, Make sure y'all hitting Esoteric Truths Cash App. 99 Ether. Bring you on the stage. Push the button. There you go.
Hello?
What's going on?
How are you all?
Fine. How are you?
I'm doing well right now. Thank you for accepting me. I
Yeah.
am walking right. Let me put this stuff down. All right, so I have I guess two dreams. So I had this experience in 2020 where I was mirror gazing, and as I'm mirror gazing, I noticed like my face start to morph, the usual stuff. But this time something different happened, and I watched my left eye turn like a golden hue.
Ooh.
And I saw I guess memories. I don't know. Like I saw these timelines and stuff all hit at once, but it was like a thought. And after that, I've been having these dreams. This one dream that really stood out after that was like I was walking down the street and I was practicing like my super run. Like I can I'm aware of like some of the stuff I can do when I go to sleep. And so I was just practicing like my super speed. And I felt somebody was watching me and I was like, oh, all right, let me go down this road. And so I'm walking, and I leave my body. I'm a third person mode now. And I see like this little boy's following me with like a camera, and I super speed run down this new road that I'm on. And he takes a picture and he runs off and he gives it to this lady that's like up the street at this park, and she's surrounded by like crows and like crows and just like a black mist, and then like these other people in like cloaks, and she's wearing this like black dress, kind of looks like the lady off of the Little Mermaid, you know. And so the kid gives her the photographs, and a photograph turns into a book, and she's like, finally, I have his entire life now. I have Elijah's entire life. And she turns into like a crow herself and flies into the book. And it's like I'm walking down the street now and I find this book and I'm like, whoa, an encyclopedia, but like the book morphed itself. It's like an encyclopedia on like the occult basically. And I'm like, oh shit. Or oh, excuse my language. I'm like, oh crap, let me learn this stuff. And so I'm reading through the book and it's like I'm relearning my abilities. I'm already aware of what I can do, but it's like I start to relearn this stuff. But like as I'm relearning it in real life, I'm forgetting it. You know what I mean? But after that, like my dreams started to become more like fight or flight, like military coming to my door and I'm having to like fight them, and I'm using some of my gifts. And the main one that stood out was like I was like told I needed to help somebody in this prison, and I'm sent to like help them. I'm given the Spider-Man outfit and I'm told to help them, and I go off to the prison and I turn out to be Rashad Jamal. And they're like, there's this whole like game plan set up, and he's like, all right, I'm gonna. Rashad Jamal talks to me through the cell. He's like, all right, I'm going to transfer my consciousness into somebody you trust, and we're gonna get out of here. And so he transfers his consciousness into my mom, and we're just acting like visitors, like we're just there to see him and stuff. And we leave, and then my mom starts to mirror gaze, and he transfers himself into the mirror, and then he transfers himself out the mirror and is standing there. And he's like, "All right, you did your part now. Give me the book that you found on the street." So it was like this dream, like these two dreams connected. And he's like, "Give me that book you found on the street, and I'm gonna fix it for you." And he fixes it for me, and it becomes like a book that's like connected to basically the entire matrix. And it's like you can use this to exit the matrix and
This guy's
enter whenever you want. And when I hit exit,
Does she work for the
I
FBI?
took my like it was like I saw myself take off a VR headset and I'm looking in this new realm, and everybody I know is like animals and stuff. Everybody I know and myself are all animals, and it's like just fairy lights and just this whole village. And that's it. I'm sorry. That was long.
Wow, that's interesting. So foremost, that book is like how do I say it? You know those magician books? It's like a what's the word for it? It's like those books they carry. You know how Doctor Strange has that book
Yeah,
of the
exactly.
spells? You have the same thing, and that's basically the book is representative of all like your abilities, but this is throughout all your lifetimes. This is the book, and because you forgot everything, that book is representing all the knowledge and all your lifetimes, all your abilities in that one book. So it's like you're going through training to remember yourself.
Huh.
And so like you've been placed in different simulations to start using your abilities and to remember different gifts that you had. And so like the
Yeah,
fight and
that.
flight, that's
Yes,
been
sir.
putting you in a situation where you have to use your abilities because you're putting in the flight and flight situation. And then how you were doing that, the Rashad Jamal thing, I was also a mission. It was also like a how do I say like a infiltrating like you know those missions where you got to infiltrate a building and you got to retrieve someone and then get out without getting caught. That's
Yeah,
basically
like a recon mission.
yes. You were on you were literally on a recon mission, and it was the last key code for your book.
I just thought it was because I journal a lot. Hmm.
That part of it, but it's also like represent. It's like our like how we learn about ourselves comes in different ways. For you, like it for you it hits the most in that form. They're giving you to like a form of a book because it sticks out to you. They'll give us signs and things that stick out to us like books. We'll be in like a library or we might have someone that's just with us that's teaching us and that's how we're learning about ourselves. But it's like these different simulations that we're placed in to remember ourselves.
You know, the other day in the Discord, I had sent this book called Shambhala and Agartha by Dr. Malachi Z. York. And I also have these dreams. I'm not trying to continue, my bad. But I have these dreams too where I'm like books I'm reading here in this physical realm. I'm going back into the astral and I'm being told, "Hey, yo, give me the book that you're reading." Like it's like people I grew up with, and like it's like
Mm-hmm.
older versions of them. And they're like, "Yo, can you give me the books that you're reading?" And I'm like, "Yeah, sure." And so they'll read it, and I'll come back into this world, and like I'll have the thought to like, "All right, now find this book now." And so the Shambhala and Agartha book, I woke up today and it was just like Shambhala and Agartha over and over and over again to the point like it wasn't even my thoughts anymore. Like I started saying it out loud, and I was like, all right, I guess I have to read this book.
Mm-hmm.
Huh.
All right, beloved.
You're on path, man.
Thank you. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you. It's an honor.
Okay. Well, we've been at this for 2 hours. And I thank everybody who came on here to participate. But now it's time to say goodbye to all my cosmic
Is it
friends.
recording?
I'm still recording.
Oh, okay.
So, thank you guys. I appreciate you. I will post this. I gotta upload this to my YouTube, and then I'll post it in my which cause was the live I did the other day. So just give me a moment, and I'll post it in the archive live section. Just give me a day or two. And until next time, peace.
Peace.